Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Strawberries high. Blueberries on a summer day with some pineapple high.
All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and spoilers. My name is Brent, aka Boo Wop. I'm here with my man Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
Did it rain today? Because I was knocked out for majority of the day.
I think it rained last night, and the time changed last night, and I am all out of whack, dude. I know it's just an hour ahead, but my shit is fucked up, dude. I don't know what year it is right now.
Yeah, same here. I woke up and I was like, oh yeah, it should be like an hour extra, but it feels like half a day extra for some reason that went by. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah, so today I woke up with a cough and I was so panicky, nervous, and I felt like tired, exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dang, I got the coronavirus.
Don't do that, dude. Come on, man. I was hanging out with you all day yesterday. I don't want the corona.
Who knows? I might have gotten it from during our travels, but either way, yeah, I felt pretty bad. Took a lot of medicine today.
Mm-hmm.
I feel better now, but I still feel like that exhaustion. And then so I was like, oh man, I hope it's nothing. Like, I hope it's just my asthma kicking in or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, just gonna have to go to the doctor soon.
Shit, dude, that's not fun, man. I hope it's not the corona. I hope it's nothing. I hope it's just you getting old. That's all I hope it is, dude.
I hope it is too. And my asthma is just kicking in because I've never used an inhaler since middle school.
Uh-huh.
You know, like they said my kind of asthma was called partial asthma, and it's basically it only activates when I get sick, and then I start like having breathing problems and whatnot. But still, I don't want that activating now. Like, fuck, man. I already feel sore when I wake up. I feel backaches. I gotta use some of that icy hot that I told you.
Damn, if there is such thing as like an old man smell, like if there was an old man like car air freshener smell, it'd be icy hot, dude. Or like Salon Pass or something.
It's perfect for me.
But yeah, no, the time change fucked me up. I had plans today to go to brunch around 11 or so.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought to myself, oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, it's enough time for me to do stuff in the morning even. 11 o'clock is like, well, I'll be awake way before then. I usually wake up at like 6:36 during the week, so that'll be fine. I woke up at 9:30 today, dude. I got to sleep at a regular ass time. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I remembered that the time changed. In fact, I totally would have missed my brunch today if someone didn't text me a reminder. So it's it's just an hour, but it feels like you said like a whole half day. Like this day doesn't even count anymore because that hour fucked us up so much.
Yeah, man, I was supposed to do some work over the weekend, and I was like, no, I'm just going to use it to sleep.
That's the best, man. That is the best. That's what the weekends are for now, man. No more weekend activities. Weekend naps.
Dude, I know, man. It's just pure, like, oh, man, I don't know why, but chores feel like they take a lot out of me. And so I'm like thinking, yeah, today I'm just going to use it to not move at all. And it's, I'll be on my phone all day. Dude, I was like playing on Pokemon. That too, I wanted to bring up that ever since we played Pokemon on Saturday, like I'm happy that we're going out to see all these places because it's cool, like, oh, I remember this. But ever since I lost my spoofing, I feel so vulnerable for some reason. Like when I open my app, I'm like, god damn, I gotta read this stupid notice every time, because it's a first strike, and I read online through Niantic that the first strike is actually like, it only lasts for 7 days, but some of your gaming functionality has been taken away from you, but don't do it again. And then you get up to 3 strikes, you get banned. But well, yeah, like you were saying, people were getting banned right off the bat.
Yeah,
and I read in the fine print that said some people don't deserve strikes or something like that, and they get
What a
insta
threat.
banned.
Yeah, what a threat.
Yeah, I was like, holy fuck. So that's kind of scared me, and I was like, yeah, I might not spoof ever again on my main account.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, same.
I'm just gonna have to do it on my alt and then destroy. And I was thinking, well, what if I did it on my alt, but still, like, what if they had like a way to check to say, hey, 2 account logins happened on this exact phone. Let's ban both of the accounts, kind of thing.
Oh, I don't know. Can they look that much in your phone like that?
I don't think they can, but if they do start tracking the history of saying the MAC address is logging in with,
Mhm.
let's say, account number 1, and then it's the same MAC address for account number 2, like they legally, I don't think they can do that, but
Mhm.
still, there's always a possibility. I don't know how their engineering works.
Maybe.
Um,
I mean,
and they
I've,
track the IP address, then yeah, they can do that.
I've heard stories where people who have never spoofed but have traded with a spoofer. I've heard stories of the guys that don't spoof getting in trouble just because they got a Pokemon from a spoofer. But I've never heard that from. I just read it on the internet. Basically, I've never heard that from someone face to face. So, who really knows, man? I don't think they would be able to tell that. I think they could if they wanted to, but I don't think they're that far yet because
Yeah,
my main account hasn't gotten a strike yet. Thank God. Um, but I'm 100% with you. I feel vulnerable. Like any mistake I make could be my last one. We had these 3 strikes and now I'm down to 2. I'd rather not get down to 1. Didn't
yep,
you say, or you texted me and said the second strike is just a month ban straight up? Like 30
yeah.
days, you can't even play the game?
30 days, can't play the game, can't log in or anything, and I think they call it suspension. And then the third is like insta ban, and people who do get Instaban, I was like reading the Reddit that they were actually trying to petition it, and like what they do is they contact Apple for a full refund from all of the purchase they made in game, and half of them would actually get their money back.
Oh, wow.
So I guess it does make sense, but still, like, yeah, if I were to get Instaban, I would probably do that, and then I'm like, ooh, spent over $100 on
I was gonna,
this game.
that was gonna be my next question. How much money do you think you spent on Pokemon Go?
Dude, I think over $100 at this
No
point.
way, huh?
Yeah, and it was mainly because of the raid passes. I kept buying
Mhm.
those bundles, those whatnots. At first, when I was in LA, I think I spent the most. It was like $20, and then
Mhm.
that was on my Team Rocket stuff. But then it became a rabbit hole kind of thing. So it was like, oh, here's $1 extra every now and then,
Mhm.
But then I was thinking, man, I think this stuff is kind of adding up.
Mhm.
So I think maybe around $100. If not, that's probably exaggerating, but I would say between $50 to 100.
I'm gonna check. Hold on. Let me see.
I wonder if you can do. Can you check? That's interesting. Now,
You could probably check on your what's that shit called? Because it's all through the Apple Store, right? You could probably
yeah,
check on your Apple account if you log into iTunes or something.
uh huh,
You could probably check there. I think at most, excuse me, I've spent $40, maybe 50,
uh huh.
because I know for sure I've bought the boxes. I bought that twice, and then maybe a random $1 or $2 here for a premium battle pass or something like that.
Yeah, same.
And then I know I've upgraded my storage and my item bag. So yeah, I think at least 50. Damn, dude, I've spent almost as much as a PlayStation game on this shit.
Yeah, I think so too. And I was like thinking, well, it does make sense because we do play
Mm-hmm.
pretty religiously,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been going out, and we spent maybe 2 years playing this game, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'd say it's worth it because we spent $60 to play a game, and that's exactly how much it got out of us.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
exactly. No, that's very true. It's just, man, now that you have me thinking about it, I'm that much more scared since I've invested so much money into it already, dude. Oh, R.I.P., man. So yeah, no more spoofing for me, at least on my main account. That being said, I'm still a little bit wary to spoof on my other account because I gotta eventually trade it to myself, and who knows if that's completely safe, dude.
Yep.
But yeah, man. But we did go out yesterday and Pokemon hunted a little bit. That was fun. I think the whole crackdown on spoofing affected people going to raids as well. Because I feel like no matter what, if you show up to a raid right when it starts with 45 minutes, there's at least going to be one or two other people there, right? No matter where it is. But I think we pulled up to a couple of them right when the egg hatched, a 5-star raid, and there was fucking nobody there, dude. It was just us, man. Yep. So I think it's definitely hurting the community a little bit, man.
Yeah. And then I think they show up at random intervals. They don't like show up right when it hatches. Show up like 30 minutes left or 1 minute left. And it's like, man, it's so staggered, you know? Like, I think they should change that a little. Like, for instance, you touch the raid, you see nobody there, and then you say, oh, let me put an alert on that gym. So
when someone runs over there?
Yeah, runs over and it shows that, oh, 2 people join, you know, you can run back to that gym kind of thing. So, and then they should increase that counter to, instead of like 2 minutes, it'll be like maybe 5 minutes. Or until like it reaches 20, then it automatically starts the raid.
Yeah, that's true.
Or have, you know, a consensus of everyone saying, let's start the raid now.
Like a ready check or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. Dude, I got nervous. We were driving around Balboa Park looking for raids, and there was one that had people in it right in the middle of Balboa Park, that statue of that dude on the horse. You know what I'm saying? We're driving past it, and there were people in it, and Rick joined it. But we were in the middle of traffic. There's nowhere that you could stop in that spot. So Rick gave me his phone, and I jumped out the car so I could do it for him. And then I think Eric joined too. And I go, and Eric starts tapping his phone. And I look at Rick's phone, and it's locked. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude. I totally fucked up this raid for Rick. Rick comes back around and get him to unlock it. And he's in the raid. So that's kind of cool that it still kept you in there, man.
Yeah, I think they changed that. I don't remember that. I remember when you get kicked out or lose connection, that's it. You can't join. Yeah. But now I see that you can rejoin. But yeah, it was pretty funny because I dropped you guys off, and I see this old guy just staring at me, you know. And then I'm like, don't judge me, old man. You know, I'm dropping people off. And then I drive around. I see the old man still staring at me. So I unlock my phone. And I drive around. And I was like, okay, yeah, he's probably judging me hardcore because he doesn't not look anywhere else but me, you know?
He's watching you drive the whole circle around that fucking statue and shit, dude, every time.
Dude, and then I picked you up a 4th time after I dropped you guys. Yeah, he was still there looking at me. I was like, what the fuck?
That took me like 20 minutes, dude. No way.
Because I think he was waiting for somebody, but still, like, you can look at it somewhere else. Don't look at me, man. And I was like, I felt bad because like that drop-off area is like for handicaps, but there's nobody behind me. But still, you know, he was like not mad dogging, but he was just looking at me, and I was like, oh man, let's get out of here, dude.
Come on, old man. Give me a break, old man.
Yeah, I'm just playing some Pokemon Go. You already know.
Oh, shit. But yeah, so Pokemon Go is still out there. Just, you know, going to be a lot less active on it. Won't get as much shinies anymore. We had a bet yesterday, actually, that one of us would get a shiny, and nobody did. I'm still upset at that. I think, you know, you guys weren't trying to actively look for it, so you stacked the chips against me. But yeah, no, it's still good to go out there. It's Abra Community Day next week, so that'd be good. I'm gonna probably just look for one shiny and then call it a day, dude. I don't have the patience anymore. Like, there's gonna be mad people out there, man.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah. What else is going on here? Oh, biggest news of the week. Out of nowhere, dude. Sunday night, Monday morning, whatever it was, midnight. Square Enix dropped the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo, dude.
Fuck.
Out of nowhere, bro. When I tell you that Monday was the longest day of my entire life. It is the fucking truth, dude. Because I think I saw like a tweet or a news article saying that the demo is out. I was like, what the fuck? No, it's not. I would have known about this. And then going on YouTube or Twitch and seeing people playing it, I was ready to go home at like 8 o'clock in the morning, dude. Like right when I got to work, man. It was insane. But yeah, I mean, that moment, I just went on my phone, got it downloaded to my PS4. First thing I did, only thing I did actually when I got home Monday night was fucking play the demo. I played that shit like 5 times in one night, dude. And it was worth every second of it was great, man. You had a chance to play, right?
Yeah, I was doing my very best not to do that because I already knew that I was going to get sucked in the rabbit hole and I'm going to want more. And I remember too, you like texting me in like caps lock, like demo's out. You got to download it. And I'm like, no. You know, it's not going to, I can't do this because that's a month that I'm going to have to die in agony waiting for this game. And then, yeah, so I ended up, once I got that Tifa theme from the Butterfingers app, you know, that's where I said, you know what, let me just try because I'm hearing crazy reviews of how amazing it is. Popped it in. Holy fuck, dude. I couldn't sleep that night. I was so hyped.
Dude, it's perfect, man. The game is fucking perfect.
It is,
man. Like, so from at PAX, is that? Yeah, at PAX. The part that I played was when Barret and Cloud are walking through the last part, the reactor, and they're going down the ladders to fight the guard scorpion. That's the part I played. So a majority of this demo was totally new to me, man. I don't think they had like the operator mode or that burst shot that Barret has. I don't think that was in the demo I played, man. And for sure as well, I think the guard scorpion had a lot more health at the PAX demo than it did here. This one died a little bit faster. Maybe it's just because we have those new modes or they rebalanced some of the magic or something like that. But the demo, he died a lot faster, man. But dude, the game is fucking amazing, man. I think the fastest I finished it was in like 30 minutes or something like that. And the longest it took me to finish it was 2 hours. I was hitting every cone. I was fucking slashing every item on the fucking map, dude. That game is too great, man.
Dude.
Did you try it on classic mode at all?
No. I haven't tried it yet. I'm doing my best to hold off again. I'm like, I can't do this because I'm gonna play it so much to the point where I'm like, yeah, I can't wait any longer. I have to play this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny too. Like when at the end, you know, you get that timer of like choosing 30 minutes and 20 minutes, and I was like, oh snap, we can have 30 minutes to escape the reactor. No, fuck this. You know, we're doing this hardcore. We're going all the way. So I chose 20 minutes, and I was thinking it was going to actually take 20 minutes, but no, I think the counter stops when you're versing that boss.
Yeah, it doesn't even start until after you fight the boss.
Yeah, so I was like,
I hope they change that, dude. I hope the counter starts like while you're fighting the boss. That is gonna be way more gnarly, man. I will enjoy that a lot more.
I was like power rushing that boss, you know. I was like throwing magic, throwing everything at it, and then that's when I saw the timer start. I was like, oh, what? You know, like I guess this is gonna be 20 minutes of gameplay, but yeah, I actually ran through everything, and I shouldn't have because like I completed it like in 4 minutes or something like that. So I don't know what I was sweating about.
Did you even run away from the battles? Did you know you can run away from the battles?
No, because here's the thing. I was trying to run at the very first battle. The very first battle of the drones, and you see Barret climbing the ladder. I was running. The thing wouldn't let me climb the ladder at all. So I was like, fuck, dude, I guess I have to face every single battle. So yeah, I was just power hitting everything along the way. And then especially those ninja robots, dude. Oh my god.
Those were the most fun, man.
Yeah, they're pretty tough. Like they didn't go down in like single hits and stuff like that. So I was like throwing everything out. I remember I got ambushed by like 3 of them or something. And I just spammed all my power attacks, like, and then I used Barret to blast them. So yeah, Barret only had like maybe 1 or 2 seconds of screen time, and that was to use his
Because since he had that thunder materia, dude.
Exactly.
That's the only
I
reason
was
I used
like,
him too.
that was the only reason. And then I switched back to Cloud, and
Yeah.
I was like thinking, I was like, man, how am I gonna jump? You know, how do I fight enemies in the sky? That's not fair because I see some of them flying.
Mhm.
I press slash. Cloud jumps in the air and starts slashing. Oh
Dude,
man,
yeah.
my pants! I jizzed my pants. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "This is amazing, dude. This is amazing."
I think I was Barret, and I was shooting one of the laser turrets, and I think I did the burst shot. The burst shot's like 3 or 4 shots, and the laser turret died in 2 shots maybe, but Barret automatically aims at the next enemy, you know? So he aimed at one of those little bird sensor drone things, and he shot it, and that killed it. And you know, at the end of the battle, you switch to Cloud since he's the main guy you're using. Cloud was in the air slashing him while Barret shot it, dude. And just the way it cut over to Cloud is like, I guess you mean business. And he lands and just starts walking. I was like, oh my god, dude, this game is so good, dude.
Yeah, I was thinking this might be like one of my favorite game of all time. You know, like it is maybe number 2.
They did. The thing is, I think it was so good to release this. I know they were talking about, oh, we won't even release a demo anymore because of all the leaks that happened. But I think this was the smartest thing to do, because definitely when you first play through the demo, it's a little jarring, you know, to get used to the battle system. But by like your second or even third playthrough, everything is just so fluid. Like, you know what all the actions are. It's a lot easier for you to switch between the 2 characters, know what you want to do, go into the ATB menu, build up your ATB bar a lot faster. So I think that's incredibly good, so that when people actually start the game, when it actually comes out, they already know how to do everything, you know?
Yeah.
It'll just be that much easier for them. But yeah, dude, I remember finishing the demo and just being ready to play the rest of it. I thought when they escaped, you know, what's it called? The reactor, and it blew up. I was like, all right, next part. I forgot it was a demo, dude. I was so upset, man.
Yeah.
I know at least I saw a lot of people complaining that they're changing the story a little bit. Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
So in the original, you plant the bomb in the reactor, just like in this demo. You escape, reactor blows up, right? Run away from some Shinra guards, whatever, end up on the train, and you just ride back to the slums in the train. I think while you're on there, Barret still yells about how, you know, we got to save the planet, some bullshit like that. And then Jesse says something like, oh man, I don't think, like, something went wrong with the bomb. I followed all the instructions, but that was way too big of an explosion. You know what I mean? And that's it. In the original, that's all you get, right? Now in this one, you actually get to see the bomb explode.
Yeah.
And it's like a small explosion. So you're like, oh, okay, I guess that's it. And then all the Shinra robots start shooting the fucking reactor, making it have that big ass explosion, cutting power out to everybody else. So it's like, technically they're changing the story because they're saying that Shinra caused the explosion and are framing Avalanche. When I guess if you look back at the original, you could say the same thing happened. They just didn't blatantly show you that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't show like Shinra actually shooting the thing. You just knew that something was wrong with the bomb, but it seems like such a throwaway line you might not have paid attention to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I'm excited for situations like that, because when we were younger, when we were playing a video game, there's a lot of stuff that, like, the graphics were shit. So there was so much stuff that we had to imagine ourselves in our minds on what it looks like, you know?
Yeah.
And I think now that since there's a lot more advanced graphics, go ahead, show us what we had to use our imaginations for. Don't let us use it. Just fucking show us now. You know, it's on the PS4, so just put everything out there. So I think it's okay. I don't mind it too much. It makes the storytelling a lot simpler, I think. It lets you wonder a lot less, you know?
Yeah, and I was like, why are they complaining? Because now you're getting more content of, you know, like filling in the holes. And I remember my cousin too, we're talking about Xenogears, and I say it's like a perfect game to me, but of course there's plot holes in it.
Mhm.
But then we're like saying, yeah, what if they actually remake the game, but they explain all the plot holes, and you can play through some of these plot holes. So I was like,
Mm.
maybe Final Fantasy VII is gonna be like that. Like instead of us, like you were saying, using our imagination, maybe they're gonna really expand on all of the stuff that we had to imagine.
Mhm.
Like it would be cool because now we can play it. We can live it while we're playing it instead
Mhm.
of thinking, "Oh, this is what if could happen," kind
Mhm.
of thing.
Yeah.
I welcome it.
Yeah.
Anything they throw extra, I welcome it. Like if you want to tell me the story and I can put my controller down, sure, why not? I don't care. The more the better. Give us a lot.
So, you know how my life right now, in video games at least, is all about love triangles, right?
Yep.
Like you got me in between Triss and Yennefer and shit.
Yep.
This might be spoilers, but I'll talk about it anyways. I was listening to someone's like review of what they played. I think it was actually Maximilian, dude. He plays on Twitch. He's a big Final Fantasy fan, and he said at like E3 or something, they're gonna make it a point for you to pick between Aerith and Tifa.
Ooh.
And it's not gonna be like as obvious as it is in The Witcher 3. Your choices between Yennefer and Triss. The part that he explained, this might be a little bit spoilery, but the part he explained was after Corneo's mansion, you fall down a trap door and end up in the sewers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as Cloud, you get up and you control the camera. He said what he did was he controlled the camera and he looked like straight at Tifa and started running towards Tifa. And right when he was about to talk to her, he was like, "Wait, isn't Aerith down here with me too?" He turned the camera and Aerith was all the way back there. He's like, "Oh shit, should I have chosen Aerith?" And he turns around and all the Square employees are like, "Oh, who are you gonna pick, dude? Who are you gonna pick?" I think that's fucking tight. Like if stuff like that matters, like who you ask if you're okay is first. I think that's tight, dude. It's such subliminal choices that you don't really think about. It's instinctual, on who you talk to first. If those matter into the story and the gameplay later, I think that's super tight, dude.
Yep.
I really can't wait for this game to come out, man.
Yeah, that's interesting. If they're gonna, I hope they divide it like that, where you can choose who to pick, but make it where it's like all the small details, really affects your decision.
Yeah.
Because Triss and it's obvious, like, oh, you choose her over me, and you're like, no, I choose you, Triss, over Yennefer, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that'd be pretty cool.
It's small decisions like that. My ultimate awkward turtle, which I hope happens, is I forget if this happens in the original game, but my ultimate awkward turtle is Aerith gives you a flower after the reactor blows up. And when you first meet Tifa, you give Tifa the flower. And then later on,
fucking shit.
When everybody meets, it's like, how do you know her? I don't know. She didn't sell flowers to me. I don't know who the hell she is. I think that'd be the best, dude. That'd be the best awkward turtle ever. Because Cloud is so cool, man. Like, he's so arrogant in this game. But I guess this is before he realizes who he really is, He's still trying to have that cover of being a cool guy, so it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough seeing him mentally break down and realize he's not the badass that he thinks he is. It's going to be super rough seeing Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge die, dude. Ugh, they seem so cool, man.
Yep.
They're going to like really, really develop those characters a lot more now, just so it hurts that much more when they die, dude. R.I.P., man.
Yeah.
So
I hope they change that.
No, I hope they keep that in because I care about them so much now. It's going to be like Game of Thrones when they killed Ned Stark at the end of the first season when you thought he was going to be the main character. That made me love the story even more, dude.
What if whatever you choose, that person ends up dying?
What do you mean?
So, like, what if you choose Tifa and Tifa's the one
Tifa.
getting stabbed?
That would be crazy, dude. I wouldn't be mad. The fact that everybody's anticipating Aerith dying, and they just make Tifa die instead, I'm not gonna be mad at that. I think that'd be kind of tight. If they're like, hey guys, I know you love Final Fantasy VII and the original story, but fuck you, we're gonna do our own thing right now. I think that'd be kind of sick. That'd be kind of badass. Damn. See, now you got me scared. I don't want to show her love if she's just gonna die, dude. Come on, man. Don't do that. But yeah, what do we got? Like 32 more days or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I think I sent you a link with like a countdown of when the remake's coming out. April 10, dude.
Damn it. Yeah, and then I'm going WonderCon that weekend.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I can't play it.
Yeah,
Do we have that Monday off? Don't we have a holiday? No, we don't. Fuck, man.
No.
Yeah.
You know, we have the last day of March off, or at least I do, for Cesar Chavez, and it's on a Tuesday. Super random.
Man, we don't have a holiday till May.
Damn.
We don't celebrate nothing.
No, you gotta make that money, dude. Private company, you gotta make that money, bro.
Yep.
So yeah, needless to say, I'm just gonna play this demo over and over. I'm gonna get really good at the first part when the game actually comes out, man. Just gonna play it with my eyes closed and shit.
Yep.
But yeah, it's not making the way any easier, but it is at least satisfying my dreams a little bit since it's out. What else is going on this week? Oh, a new Ghost of Tsushima trailer came out. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, the story trailer looked pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he was like saying like he believes in his own pride or something like that. He won't surrender.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, that's how it should be. And I think they were like going on how the way he fights is not a samurai way he fights.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, isn't that the way ninjas fight? I'm confused.
So I think that's what it's gonna turn into. Like he's gonna be this honorable samurai. Well, I won't say. Well, I guess yeah. He has his honor as a samurai, and then all of a sudden it's just gonna flip on his head because he realizes he can't win with honor. He has to be ninja and secretive and stealthy.
Yeah.
You know, to beat the Mongols or Genghis Khan and all them. So it's gonna be like a transformation. I hope there's an option though. I hope it's like Neo, where you could choose either ninjutsu, magic, or samurai.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you could just choose to straight up be a samurai still, dude. I think that'd be tight.
Dude, hell yeah. Like you just run into battle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be ninja. I'm just gonna try to ambush everybody,
Mm-hmm.
set some traps down, try to lure them, because that'd be pretty cool. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
choosing between Sekiro fighting or Onimusha fighting,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be pretty dope. You know?
Yeah. Which makes me think as well. We have the extremes, right? We have what it's like to play Sekiro. The timing is a little bit well, no, the timing is super precise in Sekiro, right?
Uh-huh.
In Neo, you have a lot more options on attacking your enemies. Both great games that have to do with like Japanese sword fighting. Where do you think Ghost of Tsushima is going to fit in that? Do you think it's going to be hardcore like a Dark Souls, Sekiro type thing, or do you think it's going to be maybe more grounded, more like, I guess I don't want to use the word easier, but do you think it'll be more accessible, I guess, to everybody?
The way I've saw the gameplay the first time,
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be a little bit like Sekiro,
Mm-hmm.
where timing is everything. You know,
Mhm.
you can't just spam your attacks, they'll block.
Mm-hmm.
But like right when they start lifting their weapon out, you know, that you're gonna have to actually be pretty good at, you know, I guess timing and just seeing the attack before it happens.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, it might be accessible to a little bit of the hardcore people.
I get here. Let's say from a scale of Sekiro to Witcher 3, because I think Witcher 3, it has the same mechanics as Sekiro, kind of. You know, you could block, parry, dodge, but it is easier to do that in The Witcher. than it is to do in Sekiro. Yeah. So do you think
Because
it'll
when
be?
you block in Witcher, you
Mhm.
like kind of go into a parry mode, and
Mhm.
you know, all you have to do is just kind of spam the attack, and you got the guy.
Yeah.
Or you can overwhelm him with the amount of attacks.
Sure. Yeah.
Sekiro is more like no matter what you would spam your attacks, he's gonna instantly forever block unless you parry him correctly. Then that's when he's vulnerable.
Mhm.
I think it might be a little bit on Sekiro,
Ooh.
but instead
Okay.
of spamming, the attacks, you have to wait for that perfect moment to
Mhm.
when they open up their arm. Then you have to press attack, and you attack faster than they can swing.
Mhm. Oh, that would be
know.
the dream. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that thinking.
that.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, like they can, if they do spam it, I think it's going to be blocked a lot,
Mhm.
but they just have to wait for that right moment. And like a samurai,
Yeah.
you can't just run in and spam it. You see their battles, they anticipate the enemy. So yeah, this might be a little bit like that.
That's an interesting concept where it's like, you press the attack button. It's not like you just do a normal attack. It's like a timing thing where if you see the enemy's open and you press attack, he hits the vulnerable spot, like you said, underneath his arm or something when he's lifting his sword. That would be tight. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think I was watching a video on like an actual katana master saying that it doesn't make sense that everybody clashes swords because who cares? You just want to kill the guy as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So a fight should only last like 2 seconds. You just do a couple slashes in the vulnerable spots and then the fight's over,
Yeah.
So I hope that's what Ghost of Tsushima is like you said, just going for the vulnerable spots, looking for the openings. If you need a block, you can block and parry, but you don't have to like try and combo the person up a lot. You just look for that one opening and kill, and I think that'd be tight, dude.
Yup. And then maybe they start slowing down or something like that because more weaker, vulnerable.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. I just now counted all of my purchases in Pokemon Go. Random. Guess how much money I spent on this game? I think I spent way too much on this game.
I'm going to say, you said 100? I'll say 150.
Yeah, you're close. It's 141.
Okay. That's not too bad, dude. That's not too bad.
I think I need to stop spending.
It's basically let's say 25 cents per Pokemon you caught, dude. That's not too bad.
Yeah. About that, roughly. And then I think it's because I keep buying these raid passes, and then it's like $1. But then I'm like, damn, dude, I spent a lot on $1's worth of raid passes.
That's 140 raids, dude.
Yep. So
damn. So you make me want to check now, man. I gotta find out where to log in. But yeah. So, with that trailer, they got a release date too. So Ghost of Tsushima's coming out June 26th of this year. So it's getting kind of fast and furious once April hits, man. Actually, no, it's gonna be fast and furious after this week because Neo 2 comes out this week, and then Animal Crossing, and then Doom comes out as well for people getting Doom, and then Final Fantasy, and then Last of Us 2, and then fucking Ghost of Tsushima. We got a lot of games, man.
Yeah, and we got to finish it before Final Fantasy comes out. So I think I'm only gonna pick up Neo and Animal Crossing, and
yeah,
for this month.
Yeah, dude, try to split my time. I need to finish Witcher ASAP, dude.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm playing now. And did you do the DLC like Heart of Stone?
No. Now the thing is, I want to, and I will. I probably would do it on the Switch since you said the
you can
Switch
transfer.
Yeah. The thing is, I saw that it's at least 50 hours of extra gameplay.
Shut up, dude. No, it's not.
Yep. It is a really long story. So
don't tell me that, dude. Are you sure?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Like, I think it's
50?
It's combined. Isn't it like Blood of Wine Festivals and the other one
is Heart of Stone?
Yeah. So it's both of those combined. So you can expect at least
25
50.
hours for because Heart of Stone is tight already. Heart of
Mhm.
Stone, I'm having fun with it, and I think this can't be a 25-hour expansion, dude. So to give you
all
an
I
idea-
know is the Blood and Wine was the one that they said that was crazy long.
So I'm at this point in the story where we're getting ready to fight the last boss, right? And it's giving me some time to tie up some loose ends, get the rest of the armor, all this stuff, right? So I figured it's a good time. I'm the right level to do this DLC shit. And all the DLC to start it, it says, oh, just pick up this, what's it called? Pick up this Witcher contract, you know? So basically, it's just a piece of paper that says, hey, we need help with this monster, hunt it, and we'll pay you, right? That's all the expansion seems like, or that's all the DLC seems like. And then I end up hunting the monster and just fall into this rabbit hole of becoming in debt with different people and all this shit, dude.
You
And-
are gonna be there forever.
No, but I'm at this part where I think it's ending. Like, I just got to do one more thing. And I've played this DLC for less than like 3 hours. So you're telling me I have 20 more? I'm going to fall in more rabbit holes, dude?
That's what I was reading. I haven't played it yet, but
Mhm.
I know they said Blood and Wine is the one that was crazy long.
Yeah.
And I was like, I might have to actually sit down again and think
Yeah.
about this. Because I was like looking at some of the clips and the gameplay. I was like, yeah, it's actually a long ass story.
Damn, dude.
Do you know what it's about?
No.
Okay,
I know-
I'll let you find out.
I know. Well, this one's pretty cool so far. It's like, yeah, this Heart of Stone one could have been its own game. You know, it's just one of the random adventures that Geralt gets sucked into, you know?
Yep.
Because every Witcher contract's different, where it's like, hey, we have some, or my wife disappeared, go find her. You know, it ends up being like a ogre or something killed her while she was picking berries. So you just have to kill the ogre and then tell the dude about his wife. Some are like, oh, hey, my husband's missing, I can't find him. You find out her husband's a fucking werewolf and you want to help him out, so you make him this coat made of leaves or something, and he has to sleep in it under a full moon, and when he wakes up he'll be cured, you know? So the contracts are really like, either really, it depends, you know, either really really short or really really involved, where it takes like an hour or two to finish, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think that this expansion is. At least that's what it started as. But of course, Geralt just has to fucking help everybody, and everybody loves all of his skills that he is at fixing stuff. So he just got suckered into helping him out, man.
Hooray!
I would hate to be a fucking Witcher, dude. Ooh, question for you, man. This might be spoiler alert. So spoiler alert on Witcher 3, it's a side quest. Did you do that one quest where a Witcher from the cat school killed everybody in this one village?
I totally don't remember.
Oh, damn it, dude. I wanted to know what choice you made. So you come into this village where everybody's dead, you know, and you're like, what the fuck? Geralt's like, what the fuck? Who killed all these people? And you see the last survivor, and it's this little girl, and she's scared of you. Like, what's wrong? Like, why are you scared of me? And she goes, oh, because the last guy that came here killed everybody, and he had eyes like yours. So you realize, oh shit, a Witcher did this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you catch up to him, and it is a Witcher. And I guess what happened is they didn't have enough money to pay him. And so instead of paying him in full, since he was like threatening them, like, you guys better pay me, they attacked him and tried to kill him instead. So he just turned up and just killed everybody in the fucking village. He's explaining this to you.
Shit.
He's like, so what are you going to do? Are we going to fight, or are you going to let me go? You know what I mean? And that choice was like so hard for me to make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because on one side, it's like, man, I'm a Witcher too. If people fuck me over, they got to know the consequences. But this guy straight up murdered everybody. I can't let him get away with that, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Did you kill him?
Man. No, you got to play it, dude. You got to live it.
I already know my decision. I would kill him.
What? Really? Damn, dude.
Yep. Because I'd be like, we are not the ones to decide, you know, the fate of man.
Damn. I let him go. And I let him go, and right when I picked it, I felt bad. I was like, "Fuck, dude. There's Witchers aren't being made anymore. I don't want to kill a person that's so rare out in these streets, anyways. That's why I let him go." And then when he let him go, Geralt was like, they call me the Butcher of Blaviken. Sometimes people don't understand us. I get what you mean. I was like, oh, damn, that's such a good, like, sometimes it's just morality is so gray that you just got to protect yourself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, dude, Witcher 3 is so good, man. Because even in small moments like that, like I said, this started out as like, hey, my sister hasn't come by in 2 weeks. Can someone go check out what's going on? I go to the village, she's dead. I find out what killed her. It was a Witcher, and it just takes me on this whole like fucking emotional adventure in an hour, dude. That game is so great, man.
Yep.
So hopefully I finish it by next week, because Neo 2 comes out this week, man. So hopefully I finish it by the time Neo 2 comes out. Chances are looking slim though. I'm at the awkward turtle part where Triss and Yennefer are in the same place at the same time. So
yay!
It's kind of funny watching Geralt like juggle that shit. But I think the game has it, at least now. We haven't really talked seriously about it. The game has it where you're supposed to be with Yennefer. You know what I mean? Like everything plays out like Yennefer is the one that ends up with Geralt ultimately, I haven't gotten to that pivotal point yet where you break it to her that you want to be with Triss, or she hasn't either found out that part yet. So
that's what I'm crazy. Like, I want to know what is that route, because like you've seen it, you saw that pivotal, or you're getting to that pivotal point, but I've seen that pivotal point, and let's say it can either go either or way. And then obviously, like, since I've been buttering up Yennefer, it easily fell into that way, and I was like wondering what happens if I went the other route. So that's what we're gonna have to talk about.
Gotcha. Yeah, when I finish it, dude, I'll let you know. The craziest part is in Witcher 1, you get to choose between Triss and this medic named Shani, right? Yeah, basically you just get to choose between them, kind of like Yennefer and Triss now. And she comes back in, spoiler alert, she comes back in Heart and Stone. So now I wonder, holy shit, dude, or Heart of Stone. So now I wonder, holy shit, am I gonna have like a love square now? Like all of my old work is here. This is gonna be crazy. Again, I was super surprised. They made like the reveal so dramatic too. You know what I mean? Because you find her in the spot and she's in danger, and it's like taking so long for Geralt to like turn this corner to see who it is that he's saving. I'm like, dude, Geralt, what are you doing? Just go and save her, whoever it is. And you turn the corner and it's this girl Shani from the first game. I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen you in like 150 hours of gameplay. So she really hated me at the end of 1 too. Let me tell you, dude. Like,
what happened? You like left her or something?
Yeah, because you got to make a choice. There's like an obvious choice on like, who do you trust with your secrets? Do you trust Shani or do you trust Triss with it? So I chose Triss, of course, because she's the number 1 pick. And yeah, I would go like to Shani's house. She wouldn't even let me in anymore. she told her mom to kick me out whenever I visited, dude. It was crazy. It was all kinds of crazy, man. I think at the end there's like a big battle within the town, and I think you run into Shani and she doesn't help you out at all. You're like, oh my god, dude, you really hate me right now. It's kind of wild. But yeah, no, The Witcher 3 is I've played it for like a month straight and it hasn't been disappointing at all, man. I always have something good to say about it, so that should say something. The fact that I waited this long to play it is still kind of crazy to me, but then again, I don't think I've ever had this much time to dedicate to one game, so it's good that...
I'm glad you're enjoying it. We got to get you your Geralt skin.
Oh, I know,
Monster
dude.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Because you're the true Geralt right now, and we got to get you the swords too.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I never got the hype until now. Thank God for the show and for like we just talked about how crazy the next 3 or 4 months are going to be with video game releases, but for the first 3 months of this year, it's been super slow, right? Like there really hasn't been anything coming out new. So I'm kind of glad for this lull. Get caught up on the backlog a little bit, you know?
Yep.
So yeah, I've been playing Witcher 3. What have you been playing this week, man?
Ocarina. Been playing Link's Awakening, and I guess I'm starting to fall into that rabbit hole too, like how you are with Witcher. I'm starting to go
with Zelda?
a little bit into the lore because I remember playing the games, but I don't really remember, you know? And then to me, I always thought Link was the same Link across all of the games, but I'm like finding out. I'm watching a bunch of videos on explaining the lore and all that, and yeah, he's completely different. There's different timelines, and apparently, there's a pivotal point in the whole timeline of Link, and it's not just one straight timeline. I guess some guy, and people are agreeing that there's actually 3 different timelines of Zelda's timeline.
Okay.
And it happened when it's in Ocarina of Time, when you face Ganondorf, basically. In the end of that game, you know, you defeat Ganondorf. That's one timeline. But there's actually another timeline that what happens if you don't defeat Ganondorf. And some of the games actually go off where Link was defeated in Ocarina of Time. And so there's 2 timelines, you know, the one when he does succeed, it's like praised in the legends and whatnot that he defeated the legendary beast. But then there's also other games like I don't remember which game. It might be Twilight Princess and the other games. And they talk about how he was defeated and stuff like that. And it was getting a lot interesting because I thought Ganon was the same Ganon as well, but apparently it goes really deep into the lore. And so right now I'm just trying to play Link's Awakening to see what part of that timeline is. But basically Breath of the Wild takes place 10,000 years of all of this happening. And I think that's the one where Link defeats Ganon 10,000 years ago. But it's really good because I was like watching the endings of most of the games, how it ended, and yeah, the way Zelda treated Link after each ending. But I can say, is it bad or good, dude? I say it's pretty like, you know, like Japan's pretty good at leaving it like, you know, nothing happened, but it's instigated and stuff like that. You know, I hate that.
That's that true tsundere mentality, man.
But the thing in Zelda Breath of the Wild, it's different. You can see a strong relationship between the two when you go unlock memories, and you can see it actually says in certain parts of the dialogue that I didn't see it because I didn't unlock it. But if you play the game 100%, you can see there's more dialogue and whatnot, and it talks about the relationship between Zelda and Link. And so yeah, I was like watching that video. I was like, oh, thank God, you know, I didn't do this whole journey, you know, for naught. No, I don't care if the whole world burns, kind of. You know, like I'm doing this for you. But yeah, so it's good. And then it turns out like we might encounter Ganon, the actual Ganondorf.
In Link's Awakening or in Breath
I forgot what his name is. It starts is like Primus or something. I don't remember, but it's the root of all evil kind of guy. And yeah, that's gonna be and that might be in number 2. But yeah, I'm really happy with the whole Zelda and Link's Awakening. I don't know. I spent a good majority of my time just playing that stupid crane game. All I do is like I go in, pay 10 rubies, I get whatever prize, I walk out, and then I go right back in to play the same game. Yeah, because that's how I'm farming money, and I picked up all the weapons, and I think I'm over prepping myself. You know, I already got like 2 extra hearts, and I haven't even left the first village. Like I don't even know what I'm fighting. These
You know
guys are
what?
so easy and die one hit.
The game does get a little bit tricky, so it's not a bad thing, man. Now, Link's Awakening is the only Zelda I've ever finished, and that's because I had it on the Game Boy, right? I think the only Nintendo system I had was Game Boy coming up. Um, Tell me about the first village. It's just the house that you wake up in, and it's a shop. Is there like a farm with chickens and stuff too?
Yeah, so so if I remember Link's Awakening from the previous one,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was more. Yeah, it's kind of the same, but not
Mm-hmm.
really.
Oh,
But the things are there, like the house. But then
mm-hmm.
you're near the shore. You're near the
Yeah.
beach.
Mm.
And then you wake up to. I don't remember this girl, but I forgot her name already, but it starts with the M.
Mm-hmm.
Marina? Maribel? I don't remember. Um, and then I guess the NPCs are a little bit different, but
Mm.
there are chickens around there. And then they added in, Mario enemies too.
Oh wow.
So you have like Chomp Chomp, um, that is a pet, and he's like in front of somebody else's house. And then there's this one dungeon that like fell, and then all of a sudden it became 2D, and I was like stomping on Goombas,
So side
So
scrolling.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah. So yeah, they kind of changed it, and
okay.
I yeah, I need to Google Link's Awakening, the original one,
Yeah.
because I don't know how different it is, but I can tell like it's pretty much different.
So how is the graphics so far? Do you like the style? Is it too cartoony or?
I like the graphics.
Mhm.
The only gripe I have is I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but basically, you know how you have, let's say, tunnel vision.
Okay.
So when you stare at something in the middle of the screen, it's pretty clear, and then
Mhm.
the rest of the outside is blurry.
Mhm.
They that is your entire gameplay right there of the whole. So basically, in the center of the screen is like it's like clear,
Mhm.
but if you look at the edge of the screen, it's blurry, and I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, but it's not,
Oh, okay. That's
and it
interesting.
bugs me. Yeah, so it's kind of like saying you trying to look off into the distance, you can't really see it unless you go there, and then you see it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm looking at some of the pictures, and it does have that blurriness.
Hmm.
Yep.
That's interesting. Because the screen doesn't move. Like when Link moves to the next, like the screen moves when Link goes between one side to the other. But once you're there, it's not like the camera follows Link around, right?
Oh, it does. It does. It like Link is kind of in the center of the whole
Oh,
thing of the,
really?
and the screen moves while Link moves.
Oh, okay. That's super weird then.
But here, let me show
But I
you
guess
an
it's like
image. Well,
if you were gonna do a remake of this game, that's how it would be. I mean, graphics are so good where you don't have to have it like it's one screen. Link walks from one side to the other, then the whole
oh yeah,
screen
yeah, yeah,
changes
yeah.
to the other. Yeah, like the original.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
makes more sense. Um, so my biggest memories are. Oh yeah, you're right. That is kind of weird. How it's
You
just
see how it's like blurry near the top
yeah,
part?
yeah, and it just concentrates on. That's like a photography kind of thing, kind of
Yeah,
effect. Huh, that's interesting.
and it's pretty predominant. So like you definitely can tell
Mm-hmm.
it's there, and I'm like, ah. Oh, and I'm like looking at the picture. It looks like yeah, Chomp Chomp was in
The
the
original, yeah.
the
I
original.
think he
Huh.
was like a dog in front of someone's house. So, couple experiments for you. Um, First, attack the chicken. Have you done that yet?
No, because I'm afraid that he's gonna summon his peeps.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens, dude. I want to see if it still happens in this. Just fuck up the chicken and see if he just summons the chicken horde on you, dude. I want
Okay,
to see
I'll
if
do
that's still
it.
in it. The other thing, and I was telling you about this earlier, one of my first like really really frightening gaming experiences
Hmm.
there's a shop right in this first area.
Yes.
And the guy's selling like
He's
he sells a shovel. Does he sell the bow and arrow too?
Yeah, so that's what I spent most of my time grinding: the shovel and the bow and arrow.
Okay, so in the original, wherever you moved in his store, like he would face you, kind of to watch you, but he lagged a little bit, right? And what you had to do, you probably have to do the same thing in this game. Is
steal?
Yes, dude. Have you stolen anything?
No, I didn't really think about it because I'm a good citizen.
Like if you pick up, because you have to pick up items and take it to him to buy it, right?
Yeah.
So you could, what I would do, because dude, getting a shovel took forever, man. I don't think there was anything to grind. Like you just have to get lucky because not every bush had a rupee in it,
Exactly, and that's what I had to use the crane game.
So what I would do is, you could pick up the shovel, and if you like ran a circle around him, so he has to like follow you and watch you in that circle. If you were quick enough, you could get out the door without him watching you, without him catching you at least. Because if you tried to just regularly, he'd see you walk out the door. He's like, hey, you're going to pay for that, right? So you can steal the shovel, come out, and when you come out the door, like a pop-up comes up and says, well, you just stole the shovel. Do you feel good about yourself? Or something like that.
I'm going to try that now.
And I was like, oh, I don't care. I saved money. Or like, I didn't have enough money. So what do you want me to do? Like the next dungeon I need to go to, I need the shovel, right?
Yeah.
So whatever, I continue playing the game. And then I forgot what else he sells. He might sell bombs or arrows or something like that, right? So I needed to go back and buy bombs. And this is like hours, days after I had stolen the shovel. So I go back to his store and the music changes and he's not standing by the cash register. He's standing all the way in the back in the middle of the store. And he goes, you think you could steal from me and just get away with it? And he shoots you with this fucking Kamehameha and you just die.
Oh,
you just die. And I remember after that happened, I was so shook. Like I'm like maybe 8 or something like that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm never stealing in my life, dude. Like that moment rocked me to my core, man.
Damn.
And that was like, I think it's because I didn't think they cared like that, This is back in the Game Boy where your choices don't have any effect on what happens in a video game, right? Like nowadays it's a little bit more common. Your choices matter. As with Telltale, oh, she's going to remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have that kind of thing back then when we were playing games on the Game Boy. And so the fact that happened, I felt like, oh my God, this game knows I'm a bad person and it's treating me bad. You know what I'm saying? It just scared me so much. So I want to see if they still have that. If you could still steal the shovel, and then when you go back in, he shoots you with like a fucking fireball and kills you. I might have to buy this game, dude. I think that's a great lesson to teach your kids, dude. Just give that to them and then like, oh, here, try to steal that. Face the consequences. That'd be crazy, man.
Yeah. This game got good reviews so far, so I'm enjoying it right now. It's like simple. I don't have to really think too much. Most of the enemies in the beginning die in like one hit, but I think I actually died, and that was from like plants, like spiky plants. Plants. And it's like plants in the water, and basically they're not moving, but they give you like a very, very small gap you can go between, and I keep running into it, and I think I died, and then I was thinking, oh, whatever, I'm gonna load my save, and then apparently it saved my first death. And I was like, wow, this is starting to track my death now? This is crazy. So I'm never going to die again. If I do die, I'm going to reload my entire save all over again.
Wait, where does it see, or where do you see your deaths at? Like right when you
load the game and then it shows that you died one time. I was like, wow, what buttholes.
Well, you could save anywhere though, right?
Yeah. I think you can. I haven't tried loading from like a dungeon. And I think the little kids around the town, they like tell you like, oh yeah, here's some tips. I don't know why I know this, but if you try saving in the dungeon, you're gonna be brought back in the beginning of the dungeon, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I haven't verified it, but yeah, these kids had a lot of useful information.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, For me, this game should be an automatic buy, but I don't know. The graphics seem too kiddie for me.
Hmm.
I don't know. If you come out of it with a positive experience, I might have to pick it up, dude. Because yeah, this is really the only Zelda game I know, man.
Yeah,
What was
it's
the
pretty
what was the
fun.
Zelda game that was on the Wii? Something Sword? Something
There's Skyward Sword and I think Twilight Princess.
might be Skyward Sword. That's the other one I had but never played because I didn't like the motion controls on that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's sick, man. Um, that's crazy. Like I'm on the Geralt path, you're on the Link path, dude.
Yeah. I was like, man, I should have played all the games back in the day. I played Ocarina of Time, and I said,
Uh-huh.
I am pretty much done, like
Hmm.
with Zelda, because it was amazing. I don't want
Hmm.
to ruin my experience. And
Uh-huh.
I think the game that did traumatize me is called Majora's Mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. On N64?
And yeah, I think it's N64. But basically, it's that giant moon, and it has like a scary ass face, and it's gonna come crashing down and destroy the planet.
Yeah, what's the story
I'm
behind that? He just wants to destroy the world or something?
I think it has something to do with the mask. The mask was evil.
Uh-huh.
Um, the mask got stolen, and then I have to go save that person from the mask. And yeah, the mask is summoning the moon or something like that. But the thing is, you're timed in the game,
Mhm,
and I
mhm.
hate being timed in any game. Like that puts a lot of pressure on me because now I have
Uh-huh.
to think about it. So Final Fantasy VII. I didn't mind that because I was rushing through the battle,
Mhm.
and I know it's not permanent, but entire game of Majora's Mask, you're actually timed for like the whole game.
Mm.
So yeah, and then
Oh, yeah, because Final Fantasy 7, or at least it's just the one part where you're timed. But if like
exactly,
you finishing the whole game is timed, that's kind of wild.
yeah, and that brought a lot of anxiety in me.
Mm.
So, but yeah. Oh, and then I was like watching was it Twilight Princess videos and whatnot. Holy fuck, that game is super creepy as shit. And I don't know
What?
who made that game, but basically, in Twilight Princess, you're like in darkness mainly, and
Mhm.
you're in dungeons, abandoned dungeons. Now you're facing these ghosts and monsters, and they have like creepy ass faces and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
But that's not the creepy part. The creepy part was when I think you go into an illusion or something like that, and you're trying to get the Triforce, and basically, I don't know, like you're with one of like a person like a girl
Mhm.
that and then all of a sudden she's like, you're both looking at the Triforce or whatnot, and then suddenly she has a knife in her hand, and then she tries to stab you, but then you like end up, I guess, killing her.
What?
Yeah, but it doesn't show it, but it shows like her like falling and dropping the weapon.
Mhm.
And then it shows you like running toward the Triforce, and you see like three links or whatnot, and you become one of those three dark links, and but you have like nothing but wide eyes.
Mhm.
And then it like zooms into a different scene, and it shows like the girl that you just killed, she's like upside down, and there's multiple bodies of her
Oh God.
like falling, and then like it's like they're like all like kind of screaming, and I was
Mhm.
like, oh my god, who invented this nightmare? This nightmare is incredible. It's like this whole game does not show any happiness at all, any
Mhm.
sign of happiness. And then I was looking at Breath of the Wild, I was like, man, Breath of the Wild had like a good happy vibe, even though it was like, I don't know, we were pretty down that the world is in chaos, but still,
Mhm.
like, you had like people happy singing. And then I look at Link's Awakening, everybody's happy, even the monsters are happy when they're dying. um but you have Twilight Princess, and holy fuck, dude, it's like playing Resident Evil kind of thing,
That's
or
crazy. Which one is that?
Parasite Eve or something. Twilight Princess.
Huh. Oh, it's
You
just
watch,
super
go
dark,
look
dude.
at their theme is super dark, and I don't know, it's incredible.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I never got into Zelda. Maybe because I didn't jump in the beginning, dude. But
Yeah.
crazy, crazy. Dude, what if they put Link in Monster Hunter?
Fuck. They can't do it because they put Geralt, they put Mega Man.
Yeah.
Just give me some of that tunic and with a shield. Sword and shield build. Fuck. Dude.
Oh shit, that's right. That's so perfect. Or you can have the bow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just give me the bow. The blue tunic.
Yo.
And then give me some exploding bomb arrows or something.
Oh shit. Or like you could have the bombs from Breath of the Wild, dude.
Yeah.
Those are your bombs like you plant when the monster goes to sleep. Oh, that's a perfect crossover. Dude.
See, they could do it.
Monster Hunter, do it, dude. You have two weapon options, man. Do it, dude.
Yep. Give me the Master Sword or give me the bow.
That would be insane, man. But yeah, dude. Good stuff. Good video games. We're just gonna talk about fucking Final Fantasy when that comes out, dude.
Fuck yeah,
I feel
dude.
it now. As much as like we talked about the demo coming out when the real game comes out. R.I.P. dude. If you don't like that game, R.I.P. Man. But yeah, dude. I think that is it for us this week. You got anything else, man, going on?
Nope. I just gotta beat the Link's Awakening before we get into Neo.
Shit. That's for sure. And a couple other things. The PlayStation 2 turned 20 years old. That was really like the start of me like playing games and shit. I was gonna ask you if the Xbox One S is worth it to buy right now. I think I saw it's like $120, dude.
Wow.
But we could talk about that next week, man. And there's a new Amnesia game coming out, which was like the first scary game that people played on the computer. You remember that shit?
Yeah. Damn. Did you see the article too that the team that made Final Fantasy VII, they're like brought up the idea that Parasite Eve should also be remade?
Dude, that would be crazy because the first one was great. I don't think I played the second one, but I played the first one, and then I did play the third one, the one that was on PSP. That one was kind of dumb, but it had this cool mechanic where you were like or you could possess people. You know what I mean? So at the beginning, you're running away, or like the monsters are a horde and are killing everybody, and I don't even think you're the main character from Parasite Eve, but you just run around and you find this soldier, and you can possess him, and you could just like use his gun and just kill all the monsters. You could like possess this dude that's driving a tank, I think, too. So the story was stupid, but the gameplay was kind of cool in that. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that'd be excited with Parasite Eve, dude.
Yeah.
Sick. There's nothing else really like that, dude. Like a RPG, like modern kind of detective game. That'd be kind of sick. But yeah, dude. I think that is it for us this week. We will see you guys next week. Until then, Rick, some question time?
So, if they did change the story and one had to die, who would you save in Final Fantasy VII?
I would save everyone but Yuffie.
Well, I meant if you had to choose between Tifa or Aerith.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. Aerith can go, man. It's how it originally happened. I'll just let her go, dude. How about you? Which one would you let go?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to choose Aerith because when I found out in Crisis Core that she was dating Zack, I was like, nope. We gotta connect. We gotta cut these ties.
let them be dead together. That's okay. Let Zack and Aerith be dead together.
There you go. They can be reunited.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Peace. That was